They were a little off in their timing as well as their pitch.
Giving Carl Lewis a run for his money. Dover wins the tip, and we are off here at the Bedford High Gym. McCoy with it, gets it down low, tries to Nosif, and it's off the hands of the freshman, out of bounds. Nosif, I should say.
That was a good try at the entry pass. It was just too far above her fingertips, and she was off balance, so she couldn't track it down, but not a bad choice on that entry.
Mumpini to Pennick, back to Mumpini up top. Safia gets it over to Emma Kazajanski, a little crossover on the far side. Now over to Abby Williams. 7:30 left in the first. Sydney Suazo with it up top. Scoreless ball game if you're just joining us here on senior night at the Bedford High Gym. Mumpini drives the lane, misses the layup, Dover the rebound, right back the other way are the Green Wave. Morginos will bring the ball into the front court.
Good chance there by Mumpini. She got the baseline, got inside, just couldn't finish.
Ball back up top to Mumpini, or to, I should say, Kozlowski, covered by Mumpini. Nosif with it up top. 7 minutes left in the first. We are still scoreless. On the curl comes Morginos, gets it back up top. Mishandled there by McCoy. And McCoy puts the ball on the floor, tries with the left hand, misses. Kazajanski pulls down a rebound. And back the other way come the Bulldogs. 6:40 left in the first. Suazo gets a pass from Emma, loses it, back up top to Williams, down to Mumpini, driving left. The ball knocked away from Safia, out of bounds. Scoreless, 6:30 left here in the first. I agree with you.
Yeah, that was one of those plays where the defender swipes down and hits the ball, and to me, it looked like it went off of Safia Mumpini's leg. But
we agree on that.
That is not what the call was.
Williams shot his blocks, and Suazo winds up with it.
Buried it.
Sid Suazo buries one, and that makes it 2-0 Bedford, 6:20 here in the first.
And the crowd goes bananas.
Somebody with a sign over there, 21 on the court, number 1 in my heart.
There it is.
And 21, of course, for those who are listening on the radio, Sid Suazo. Dribbling with the right hand, Kozlowski loses it. Now over to the far side to Morginos, down low to Nosif. Nosif left hand, no good. And they say that Lily Nosif traveled, and with 2 minutes in, it is 2-0 Bedford.
Now she's allowed to take 2 steps on the catch, right? Did she take a third? I guess I didn't see that, her shuffle.
I didn't see it unless the pivot foot moved, perhaps. Okay. But Suazo dribbles left, kicks it up top, Pennick. Pennick saw Kazajanski on the curl, but couldn't find her. Now Suazo dribbles into the paint, tried to get it to her teammate, and instead it falls out of bounds. 5:44 left in the first. Bulldogs on top, 2-0.
Well, you can see how it's a bit of a slower start for the Bulldogs. It's not their normal starting lineup. You know, Coach Gibbs was eager to get his seniors out here, but there is a certain rhythm that you get when you're playing with the people that you're normally on the court with. So
Nosif had a notion at a three, passed it up. Morginos with it up top, recovers. Now over to the near side to Vitko, looks down low and can't find McCoy on the curl, but Abby Williams knocked the ball away. It went off her fingers. 5:22 left here in the first. Bulldogs on top, 2-0.
Yeah, she just got her hand in the passing lane, just barely tipped that ball on the way by, but certainly got a piece of it.
On the curl, Morginos now to Kozlowski for three. A deep three.
There it is.
By Harry Kozlowski is good. And Dover goes up 3-2.
That was Abigail Kozlowski.
Yes.
Come on, let's have respect for the players here, Lauren.
Just how many Kozlowskis do you encounter? I'm excited.
Not a lot, honestly.
Up top to Mumpini. Mumpini with the left hand, a lot of room in that lane.
There you go.
And she is fouled on the way up. I thought they were going to say it was on the floor, but they did not. Safia will go to the line and shoot two. That foul assessed there to Miller McCoy.
Nope. McCoy picks up her first. First on the team, first foul called in the game. And Mumpini will bury the front end.
4:58 left here in the first. Mumpini will shoot the back end of things. And Safia's second one also good. She has two. The Bulldogs on top 4-3. 4:55 left here in period number 1. Dribbling into the front court, Morginos over to the near side. And on the curl, she went Kozlowski hand hook, and well, they say that she was in the act, and the foul called there on, I believe it was on Safia.
Yeah, Safia Mumpini will pick up her first. I think she would claim that she got all ball, but the official thought she got a good part of the arm. So Leah Peck goes to the line and buries the front end.
Kozlowski to shoot number 2. That one is short. Pennick will get the rebound. The Bulldogs tied 4-4 on the offensive end now. Look down low. Kazajanski on the hook. Shot missed. Rebound Pennick. A jumper from the near side by Abby Williams. Misses. And a rebound underneath by Vitko. And now back the other way. Morginos finds McCoy over to the far side, trying to find Vitko. 4-4, 4:20 left in the first. Nosif with it up top, dribbles with the left hand and winds up. I thought it was going to be a double dribble, but they called travel. Both hands went to the ball.
Second travel on Nosif there. They're keeping an eye on her feet.
4:18 left here in period number 1, tied 4 apiece. Ball to the near side, Kazajanski with the left into the paint. A feathery little finger roll is no good, but they will say that she was fouled on the way up. And that one on Vitko, foul number 1.
I really like how they're going strong to their left hand, their offhand for both of these players. Suazo was in there, Mumpini was in there, and a third now Kazajanski driving hard down the left side of the lane, trying to finish offhand. They're getting whacked on the way, so they're giving themselves opportunities.
Makes a big difference if you can pick up that foul and get this team into a little bit of foul trouble also. And the second one from Kazajanski also good. 6-4 Bedford. 4:08 left here in the first. And Morginos will dribble into the front court for Dover. Looks over to the near side to McCoy. McCoy guarded there by Williams. Over to Nosif. And Nosif closely guarded by Pennick. Now back up top to the big man. She's looking, trying to find Morginos on the curl, but can't find her. Bulldogs playing great D. Finally, Morginos finds Nosif and can't get her.
Good hustle by
Suazo picks up the rebound, is fouled, and the Bulldogs lead at 6-4. And that foul called on Nosif, so unfortunately she throws good money after bad there, misses the shot, and kind of an unnecessary foul down in the backcourt.
Yeah, you might call that a frustration foul. She had the shot, just a little off, follows it up, hustling for the offensive rebound, just can't quite get it. The Green Wave have switched into a 2-3 zone defense now.
That was like a textbook 2-3 zone. Pennick looks, finds Suazo in the paint, rattles around, can't get it. Now the rebound taken by Kozlowski, and back the other way comes Dover. Vitko with it into the front court. Now they look down low to Nosif. Nosif a little feathery J from the baseline, about 5 feet. And that one is good, ties up the game 6 apiece.
Soft touch by the big Nosif right there along that baseline. Great catch too on that entry pass.
Impressive to see. Mumpini looking down low, finds Pennick. Now back up top, Suazo on the J. Rattles around, no good. Nice job, Pennick fighting for that rebound.
Whoa.
Can't get it. And Pennick is lucky, frankly, that her arm is still attached.
Wow, and she's going to get a foul call. Wow.
She got tangled up and dragged around.
That's a tough call right there.
And somehow she's the one who got charged with the foul.
That is a tough call right there. I had the foul going the other way, but maybe I am home biased here.
The two referees are discussing it, though, and rightfully so.
Okay. Green foul. Okay, so Nosif picks up the foul.
Right, that makes way more sense.
It does. As we looked at it in real time, it sure made sense that Pennick was getting wrapped around the face. And so I appreciate how the referees conferenced and made the correct call here.
It's something you don't see a whole lot. A lot of times officials like to stick to their guns and don't want to hear it, but these two came up with a good solution. And what just happened here?
Dover's taking their time out here, so it seems like Coach Casey wants to discuss it a bit further with the referees. Teams will huddle up, get back after it. But yeah, so that was I call a veteran official play, right? When the the near official was trying to correct the offside official on which way the call should have gone. So kudos to them for huddling up, getting the call right.
And again, that's something you don't see all that often. A lot of times the officials seem to be afraid to show up their partner. And so you'll see them say, okay, what he saw it, he had the better look. And it's refreshing to see these guys get together on it.
So the Bulldogs will have possession of the ball. The foul will stand on Lily Nosif. That is her second. She remains in. And the Green Wave remain in their 2-3 zone.
Tied up at 6, 2:45 left here in the first. Turnover by Sid Suazo, back the other way. Come the Green Wave. Morginos will dribble into the front court, looks over to the near side. Kozlowski, a deep three.
Ooh.
That one was all the way in and then popped out somehow. And the rebound there taken by Vitko. And they will say, I thought it was going to be a held ball, but they are assessing a foul.
Wow.
That foul called on, for the Bulldogs, it looked like Kazajanski.
Yep.
I thought we were going to see either a held ball or a foot on the line, but now McCoy gets it, misses the shot, and following up and laying it off the glass is Nosif. She's got 4, and that makes it 8-6. Favor of Dover. 2:10 left here in the first period. The freshman Williams has it stolen by Morginos, dribbling back the other way, behind the back with Morginos. The shot missed,
Good
rebound
D.
taken by Dover. Morginos somehow comes up with it. Deep 3 there by Miller McCoy.
We're going to get a foul here on the offensive boards. If that's Nosif, that's her 3rd, and it is.
Ay, Dios mío.
So the gamble by Coach Casey does not pay off as Nosif picks up her 3rd. She does have 4 points, flashes of outstanding footwork down there in the paint on the offensive end, a couple putbacks, but she'll take a seat on the bench with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter and 3 fouls.
And that's going to make things tough because we're not going to see her until deep into the 3rd.
And we're also going to see 2 of the larger Bedford players come in to try to dominate the paint.
Kazajanski, a deep 3 from the near side, pops in and out. Suazo, the rebound, looks over to Mumpini, drives into the paint, little jumper, a little bit long. Morginos gets about her 8th rebound, and right back the other way is the minute guard for Dover. 3-point shot from the near corner. McCoy misses it, and back the other way comes Bedford. Suazo with it, now to Mumpini. Suazo back with it up top to Kazajanski on the far side. Pennock thought about a baseline jumper, thought better of it. 8-6 Bulldogs, 1:10 left in the first. Suazo drives baseline, not a whole lot there. The ball on the floor, and they say a kicked ball. And with 1:04 left here in the first, the Bulldogs trailing 8-6. It'll be Dover ball.
Okay, I guess that was a kick.
That was strange.
All right, 1 minute left. I have to give credit to Lainey Morginos. She's been all over the floor on the defensive side, getting hands in the passing lanes, causing turnovers, and now she gets the hockey assist.
Yep, there you go. The hockey assist on the jumper by Miller McCoy, and that makes it 10-6 in favor of the Dover Green Wave. Bulldogs would like a bucket here at the end of the first period, and Pennock will shoot from the baseline. That one rattles around, no go. Shot, or the rebound taken. Pass to Morginos, now up court to Miller McCoy. And McCoy, a great pass to Kozlowski. She can't convert the layup. And Bedford gets the rebound. 20 seconds left here in the first, trailing by 4. It'll be Sid Suazo dribbling into the front court. Taking her time, finds Mumpini on the near side. Safia, the 3, an air ball. And that will fall harmlessly out of bounds. It'll be Dover ball. 12 seconds left in the first. Bedford trailing by 4.
Some back and forth action here. Bedford only trails by 4. Without their normal starting lineup in there, they have to be pleased with close game here so far.
Denning with the ball for Dover. Ball knocked away now, and a deep 3 taken by Kozlowski. Misses long, and that will do it for our first period of basketball. A lot of back and forth in this one. Bedford at 1 point led 6-4, and Dover put up the last 6 of the period and leads it 10-6 through 1 period of hoops.
Couple quick statistics from the first quarter there. Safia Mumpini has 2 points, Emma Kazajanski 2 points, and Sid Suazo 2 points for the Bulldogs. On the Green Wave side, we have Abby Kozlowski with 4, Lily Nosif with 4 and 3 fouls, as well as Miller McCoy with the last 2 making up their 10 points. A couple other statistics here from the first quarter. From a rebounding standpoint, Bedford has 6, 5 of those on the defensive side. Dover has 6, split evenly 3 and 3. Dover's come up with 2 steals, as we mentioned. Morginos is getting her hand in the lane frequently, causing some turnovers, those 2 turnovers on Bedford. And Dover has 3 turnovers of their own. So we've been having an interesting first quarter here. Again, that starting lineup has caused a little bit of confusion, a little bit of, I guess, unfamiliarity on the Bulldogs side.
It's certainly different, and one thing that has been a bit of a challenge is still the shooting percentages for the Bulldogs are off, but now this lineup of 5 for Bedford is in. Lila Stein, Sydney Grogan, Kate Allard, Lana McCarthy, and Catherine Pennick are the 5 in there for the Bulldogs.
We do have some field goal percentages. The Bulldogs were 1 for 9 from the field
11.
in that first quarter, whereas the Green Wave were 3 of 13. Now we do have that normal starting lineup out there, as you mentioned.
It's normal, but it's different. So Pennick stays in for the Bulldogs. Grogan is back. Nice to see her out there. And Lila Stein out there for the Bulldogs too. So there is some speed in this lineup that's out there right now.
And some patience. Looks like they're face guarding Lana McCarthy as Abby Kozlowski is down there playing prevent defense there.
Grogan into the paint to Allard on the near side. Now to Lila Stein. She's boxed in the corner. Pennick with it just outside the free throw line. And now Stein at 3 from the near side is good.
Why not?
Big shot, Lila Stein gets the Bulldogs within 1, 10-9.
You thinking about big shot Rob right there with reference to Mr. Horry?
I like that.
I mean, it's not a playoff game. It's not from the top of the key, but why not? I like the association there.
So on that curl, Morginos wound up coming up with the ball and missed a shot. Now it'll be back the other way for Bedford. But one thing that I think of when I have observed Lainey Morginos to this point in the game is she's chomping on a piece of gum, which brings me to probably the best basketball movie of all times, and I don't mean Blue Chips. Over to the far side to Lana McCarthy.
There it is.
Over to the near side to Grogan. Now down low, the attempted entry pass to Pennick. Unsuccessful. The movie that I'm talking about is Hoosiers, as the Bulldogs lead at 10-9, but the Green Wave on offense. Ball stolen by Lana McCarthy, and Bedford will come back the other way.
They don't want to get caught watching the paint dry.
Nope. Allard misses the shot. And the follow there. Great follow by Catherine Pennick. And that'll make it 11-10 Bedford. They're on a 5-0 run. But the scene in the movie Hoosiers where Norman Dale says, I want to know what kind of gum he's chewing.
Ooh.
And coach, it was Dentine. Well, guess what? Sydney Grogan just drew that charge, and she found out that it was Dentine. Lainey Morginos guilty of the charge.
And kudos to Sid Grogan. I mean, we've talked about her strength and athleticism all season. She took a shot there. I think she got whacked in the face too. She shrugs it off like nothing happened.
Honey Badger don't care.
Honey Badger don't care. The Bulldogs have that 1-point lead, looking to expand on it now. Again, the Green Wave are playing a diamond in one or a box in one, depending on their formation. Lana McCarthy passes out of it nicely. They can't get the jumper to go.
Now back to the corner to Grogan. Grogan looks down low, finds Kate Allard.
Nice
A little
move.
up and under for Kate, and that bucket is good. And now it's 13-10 in favor of the Bulldogs.
Great to see Kate Allard coming out of her, getting into that scoring a bit more the last 2-3 games.
Morginos drives to the hoop. The shot misses. McCarthy picks it up. Bedford back the other way, leading 13-10. 5:10 left here in period number 2.
Morginos getting her hand on that ball again. She's all over the place on this defensive end.
I'll tell you what, man, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. She can play point and chew gum at the same time.
Get in
Stein,
there.
a 3 from the near side, just short. Rebound there, Vitko. McCarthy gives her the business trying to pull that one away, but not so fast. And back the other way comes Dover. Morginos picks up her dribble, guarded there by Stein, and Dan Casey asking for a timeout vociferously. And fortunately for him, they didn't see it. And a foul winds up getting called there, that one on Lila Stein, but it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, great call. You and I have a perfect vantage point to see Coach Casing yelling and screaming, wanting the timeout. Didn't get called, and they pick up a foul there. Adds to the team fouls and Lila Stein's first foul.
Tie up down low on the entry pass to Vitko, and it'll be Bedford ball back the other way. 4:34 left here in the first half. Check that, the arrow incorrect. We all thought it was the other way. You thought wrong. 13-10 Bulldogs. Morginos with the ball up top, guarded there by Lila Stein. And now considering a deep 3 was Rowley. Instead dribbles, might have gotten away with a travel, honestly.
I think Stein got away with a whack in the face too, so.
back the other way.
Ooh, great
Grogan
pass.
loses it. McCarthy picks it up, and a great pass. You're absolutely right. To Kate Allard, she's got 4, and the Bulldogs on a 9-0 run, lead at 15-10.
Kate Allard's got a nose for finding those open positions right there. She just dove to the hoop as there was some commotion up top, and McCarthy hit her with a great pass.
Vitko with it, back up top. Kozlowski now to Rowley. Rowley looking for somebody and finds her teammate Vitko on the far side. Now Kozlowski with it into the paint. Vitko a 3 from the far side, misses. The rebound knocked away there by Kozlowski and gets it over to her teammate. I'll tell you what, this Dover team is tenacious and cutting to the hoop and scoring on the pass from Denning is Tori Vitko to cut off that 9-0 Bedford run. Bulldogs lead at 15-12. Court lost by McCarthy. Back the other way is Dover leading by 3. 3:26 left in the first. Now a 3 from the far corner missed by Morginos. The rebound picked up by Denning. That one good. So Bedford had their 9-0 run to make it 15-10. And then Dover answered back with 4 to make it 15-14.
Quick little run there, 2 shots in a row. One by Vitko, one by Denning. And those 4 quick points cut the lead to 1. Quick programming note for everybody out there in listener land and viewing land. BCTV will carry the boys hockey doubleheader on Sunday afternoon. The boys will take on Hanover at 3:30 p.m., followed by the girls taking on Sauhegan at 5:30. We'll be broadcasting that on BCTV, WBNH2, and WBNH2. So you can listen, you can watch, you can do both if you want.
Somebody be sure to get Jason Bergeron a gift basket that includes throat lozenge.
Uh-oh, did he? Oh, he's going to need it for 2 games in a row. I got you.
2 games in a row. He's a gift
you.
basket guy, that is all.
Okay.
I mean, I'm weaving all of this together. Come on.
Next week, we also have 2 hoops games here. The boys will be taking on Nashua South on Monday, as well as Wednesday, they'll host Salem. It looks like my broadcast partner here is looking down and wondering what the heck his schedule looks like next week. So we'll bring them to you both on radio and TV in some fashion. As Lauren giggles and
I'm
says,
just laughing. Nobody can see it, but I'm laughing.
Somebody will be here.
Yes. Just remember to turn out the lights. Bulldogs lead by 1, 3:10 left here in the first half. Grogan dribbles into the front court. Allard on the far side. To Kazajansky on the curl, now to Grogan on the baseline. The jumper no good. McCarthy the rebound. Feathery put by Lana gets her up on the right track. She's got 2. 17-14.
I have to say, Abby Kozlowski's doing quite a job on Lana McCarthy down low. She's face guarding her, preventing her from getting the easy looks.
And Kozlowski tries a 3, misses long. Grogan the rebound. Back the other way come the Bulldogs.
Good hand there.
And the ball stolen there by Julia Rowley, a tied, held ball, I should say. And it'll be Bulldog ball underneath.
Was that Morginos getting her hand in on that fast break too?
I believe so. She is a tough player, that one. She's a lot of fun to watch, particularly going behind the back. Great player. That one missed by McCarthy off the glass, gets her own rebound. And that one then knocked away by Morginos, and back the other way come the Green Wave.
That was a classic example of the big putting the ball on the floor. You want to just keep that high, make a move, get that ball right back up on the rim.
2:15 left in the first. Football score, 17-14 Bulldogs. Morginos to Vitko, now over to the far corner to Kozlowski. Had a notion at a 3, didn't shoot it. Now shoots a little feathery runner from the free throw line, no good. McCarthy the rebound, back the other way comes Grogan. Grogan to Stein in the corner. Now back to Grogan up top.
I do like your adjective of feathery, but when it clanks that hard, I don't think it's qualifying as feathery as Kazajansky buries the baseline jumper for her 4th point.
I was more identifying with the arc that the ball took.
Okay, fair enough. Not the severe impact on the rim and the backboard.
Meanwhile, Corey Parker is actually going up there with a socket wrench to try to affix the backboard, make sure everything's okay. It looks like it is now, so if you're listening to the game on radio, the backboard is fine. 1:35 left here in the first half, 19-14 in favor of the Bedford Bulldogs. Trailed it 10-6 at the end of 1 and have outscored Dover 13-9 here in the second.
Good entry pass.
Entry pass down Left-handed shot. Kate Allard gets another bucket. She's got 6. And the Bulldogs lead 21-14 and have run off 6 in a row.
So the Green Wave strategy is paying off to limit McCarthy, but they have to stop others too.
Ball stolen from Morginos by Stein. Misses the fast break layup, and after the miss, gets it to Lana McCarthy. Lana makes a bucket. 23-14 Bedford in the waning minute of the first half.
Steal
Ball
here.
stolen there. Sydney Grogan. Bedford back the other way. Ooh. Grogan deftly into the front court. Has the ball knocked away. Gets it to Mumpini, who has it up top. Looks over to the near side. Lila Stein. Great job to catch that one and keep a foot in bounds. 35 seconds left here in the first. Bulldogs on top by 9. Stein with it. Looking down low to Kate Allard.
Ooh.
Can't quite find her. And the ball knocked away from Kate and it wound up going off her leg and out of bounds.
I like the thought there. They tried to run the pick and roll, had Kate Allard rolling, and that entry pass was just high enough to be above the defender, but Allard couldn't quite pull it down. She pulls it down and hits it off her own leg and goes out of bounds. So
she did see her rolling. Looks over to the near side to Vitko for the Dover Green Wave, who trail Bedford by 9. Now Lainey Morginos with it up top. 10 seconds left in the first. Morginos double teamed. Peyton Denning a three-point shot. That one misses short. Saved underneath her own basket by Allard. And the ball just pinballing all over the place. Dover got a number of looks, none of them particularly good, and couldn't find the bottom of the net. And so Bedford, who trailed Dover after one, 10-6, goes into halftime leading by 9, 23-14.
Welcome back to Bedford High School here in Bedford, New Hampshire. Corey Munster-Tiger joined by Lauren Fox here on the call as the Bedford Bulldogs lead 23-14 at halftime as they host the Dover Green Wave. Lauren, any other observations from the first half?
There's a big part of me that just wants to say no and then have you guys say,
okay.
and then have you say he's not the best color man in the business for nothing. But
all right, let's try. Let's rehearse.
All right, let's try that.
Okay.
It's 23-14, by the way. The Bulldogs started all 5 of their seniors. They all played the first 8 minutes of the game, and Bedford trailed at that point 10-4 and went on a 17-4 run that lasted approximately 8 minutes. There's a part of me that wonders if Dover hasn't taken a little bit too much out of the tank in the first 16, but only time will tell on that end.
Sure will. Sydney Grogan takes the inbound pass, gets it over to Sid Suazo. Now Allard up top, back to Suazo. They look down low. Lana McCarthy is still being face guarded by Abby Kozlowski. Grogan up top of the key now. Over to Williams. Williams gets blocked on the way up. Lana McCarthy gets their loose ball.
There we go.
Gets their little lay-in to go. Has 6. So 6 points for McCarthy. The lead is 11, 25-14. And Dover takes it into the front court. In the corner for Vitko. Passes up top to Nosif. Nosif dribbles righty and picks up a foul on Kate Allard.
And don't forget, by the way, Nosif is playing on thin ice in a lot of ways. She's got 3 fouls to this point in the game. So that may allow Bedford to work the ball down low to McCarthy and sort of exploit things down there, knowing that she can't pick up her 4th.
McCoy gets free on that inbounds pass, but her shot from the side is no good. Grogan's pass down low to Allard gets tipped off of one of the Dover defenders. They'll keep the ball on their offensive end. 7:03 left to go. Early action here in the third quarter. Bedford leads 25-14. And they inbound on their offensive end. Williams to Grogan, now to Suazo. Back to Grogan, down low to Allard. Allard takes a dribble into the lane and finishes beautifully with her left hand.
I'll tell you what, that left hand is such a differentiator because you can't give up either side. She'll beat you with the right, but she's shown us in the last few weeks, she's going to beat you with the left.
Tough to defend that when you can go either way. We have Sydney Grogan picking up a foul here on the near sideline, but you're absolutely right. It's tough to defend. You know, you try to force somebody to their offhand, quote unquote offhand, and they can finish just as well lefty as they can. Great help here, did Grogan as she came over. Nosif received an entry pass from Morginos, but Grogan came over from that weak side and got a hand on the ball for the block. Inbound pass into McCoy. They get it back up top to Nosif. She jacks from 3, no good. Rebound was Kozlowski. Her offensive putback was no good. Now they get up a steal, and they can't finish on that either. So Suazo comes away with the rebound. Grogan deep to the corner to Allard. Allard in the middle to Suazo. Pump fake, gets into the lane and gets a right-handed lay-in from the left side. Crafty little move there by Sid Suazo.
Really nice take, some good English on that ball too.
Excellent passing too. They found the wide open Suazo in the middle. She was able to get free. Now the turnover here by the Green Wave, and we're back into transition. Grogan goes strong to the hoop. No foul called as they were looking for Nosif to get that fourth foul. But
I thought she had picked up the fourth foul by elbowing you, and wrong.
No.
Not this time, not the last time.
Oops. Well, they try the inbound pass to McCarthy, and just a little tough to do for the 6'3" forward. But it was a bit high. Shot here by the Green Wave, no good. Nosif takes another three off to the right. Allard with the rebound.
Bedford on a 14-0 run. It stretched a ways back in the second, too.
Down low, they find Allard again. Her shot too strong off the backboard, bounces off the rim, but she gets an offensive rebound, and a reverse lay-in will go. Allard has 10 points, leading all scorers so far, and Coach Casey wants a timeout for the Green Wave to talk things over.
Basketball is a sport that favors some innate traits. If you're tall, if you can jump higher than somebody else. But it's also a sport that favors hard work. And when you look at a player like Kate Allard, and we've seen her, obviously we didn't see her when she was younger. Well, you coached her when she was younger. But for me, as kind of an outsider in this whole thing, I look at her and the strides that she made during this season, and you really say, this is a player, and Coach Gibbs will corroborate this, who is working on something every single day. And that's why now you look at her and she's rounding into form. Well, you got 3+ more years of watching her continue to evolve and polish her game.
That's going to be fun to watch her and Lana McCarthy as they create a really powerful front court here for the Bulldogs in the years to come. As you're right, you are just described it beautifully. Kate Allard has been putting in the work on her shots in her driveway. I was there when Mr. Matt Allard was putting up the hoop in the driveway. Some of the first shots that went up on that hoop I was able to see, and Kate's been at it ever since. Great hard work paying. 5:17 left to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs lead 31-14. And as you observed, it's been quite a run for the Bulldogs. They're stuck on 14 for quite some time now as the Green Wave have gone into a scoring drought.
It is now a 16-0 run, and the Bulldogs about to come out with a line change.
Yep. Coach Gibbs was pounding on the boards once his skater's off.
Yep.
Suazo now comes up with the turnover into the front court. Allard now backs her way down against Nosif, gets the lefty to go off the glass. Again, showing beautiful touch. 12 points now for Allard. 33-14 is the lead. Morginos over to the right side to Vidko. She waits for cutters, finds McCoy up top. Kozlowski thought about the three, now drives hard into the lane, gets back to her left hand. Beautiful finish off the glass. She has 6 and breaks that run for the Bulldogs.
18-0 that run.
Back into the front court for the Bulldogs. They find Suazo down low. She gets free, can't get the lay-in to go. Nosif comes away with the board momentarily, but McCarthy rips it away. She has 8 as she puts it in off the glass.
And that is the type of shot that would have been a struggle the other night, but now she is confident and strong getting that put.
She sure is. Some defensive end. It gets back to Morginos. Her jumper from the foul line is no good, but McCarthy will pick up a foul here, her first on the evening. Morginos heads to the line. She'll shoot 2. I'm surprised to see this, but Morginos has yet to score tonight. I'm not trying to put a commentator jinx. The front end is no good, but she's been all over the court. A very athletic player, specifically on the defensive end. She's been quite a disruptive player, specifically in that 2-3 when she was playing up top, getting hands on passes, disrupting the Bedford offense.
She is one that I truly have a feeling probably doesn't score a whole lot of points, but her contributions to her team come in many different ways.
She does hit the back end there.
She is
has 1
certainly an
point.
electric player.
Lila Stein now in on that line change. Brings the ball to her left hand, dribbles hard, tries to dish to Pennick at the top, or at the foul line. Pass was wayward into guess whose hands? Morginos. She comes up with steal, and Pennick is forced to foul. Here, you can have the broken piece of my pen.
Sweet, you got that angry, you broke a pen.
35.
It's just a piece of plastic. You had to take it out on that?
35-17 is the Bulldog lead. 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Morginos, top of the key now. McCoy finds a cutter. Kozlowski, she gets it off the glass and picks up the foul. Hoop in the harm as Dubois will pick up the foul on a great cut through the lane to Kozlowski. Kozlowski has 8, looking for 9. And she'll go for the old-fashioned three-point play. Bounces and spins. The shot is up and no good. Kazajanski comes away with the rebound.
Nice job by Emma sealing off and picking up that board.
Kazajanski down low to Pennick. She gets double teamed and now fouled. And that is on Morginos, her first foul of the game. Second foul of the game, sorry about that. Nosif was defending on the backside, but Morginos picked it up, coming down on the double team. Dubois now over to Mumpini. Back to Stein at the top of the key.
We have seen some unique combinations on the floor for the Bulldogs tonight.
Unique, good description.
Unique.
Good description. Stein into the lane, dishes to Dubois. Mumpini thought about it, now drives the lane, dishes to Pennick, her shot short, and rebounded by Nosif. Kozlowski now brings it up for the Green Wave. Nosif gets open for 3. She pulls a little strong. Man, that looked good from here, but just a little too strong. Nosif on the cut now, bobbles the pass. Kazajanski comes in, gets her hand in on the defensive end, and that ball is off of her. She comes up a little bit gimpy.
Nosif came around on that curl, and the thing that sort of disrupted the play, Pennick got her hand on the ball and made it, once it got deflected, it was really impossible for her to convert the shot.
The ball was rattling around, so tough to regain possession, solid possession and control of the ball. Nosif now on the block. Looked like she took an extra step, but gets to her left hand and finishes nicely. 6 points now for Nosif. Bedford up quickly. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bedford leads 35-21. Dubois now back to her left. Momentary loss of control there, but Pennick is there to save the day. Stein now settles, listens to the call from the sideline from Coach Gibbs. Stein now back to Mumpini, straight away. Dribbles right, back to the elbow, now outside the three-point line. Entry pass to Dubois, just a little too tall for her there. She's down in a heap, and Kozlowski is back the other way. For the Green Wave, they look down low for Nosif again, falling away from the hoop, can't quite get it to go. Stein comes away with the rebound, and she'll get a foul, I believe, on Kozlowski. And it is on Kozlowski.
Nice job by Ava Dubois just keeping the ball alive before Stein came away with it. And her little stretch, 7-2 run, if you want to call it that.
Kozlowski picks up her first foul there. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. Bedford still holds a 14-point lead, 35-21. Dubois looks for cutters, finds Pennick. Dribble drive to the foul line. Gets double team there, so she passes to Stein. Stein crossover dribble, finds Mumpini. Mumpini rolls back into the lane, throws it up, can't get the roll. Nosif comes away, that's Vitko comes away with the rebound. And they do tie her up, so it's a jump ball. And the arrow points in favor of Dover. Morginos comes and takes a seat on the bench for a rest, and Peyton Denning will check in. Kozlowski into the front court. Oh, and her pass just goes off the hands of Lily Nosif. Just took her eye off the ball momentarily, and it was just enough to fumble that ball out of bounds. So the Bulldogs get a bit of a gift there. Julia Rowley will check in now for Tori Vitko. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. 35-21 is the Bulldog lead. Mumpini now, jab step, finds Pennick in the lane. She gets to her right hand. Shot is short, but Stein is there for the offensive rebound.
I have no idea how she came out with that.
Dubois with a nice runner off the backboard. Stein is not necessarily the tallest player out there, but her hustle gives her a bunch of rebounds, both offensive and defense. Shot from the corner is no good by McCoy. And the offensive rebound try goes out of bounds off. So the Bulldogs will take over with 14 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Their lead is 37-21. 10 seconds to go now. Stein dribbles back left, takes the three from the top of the key. Just short, rattles around, won't go. And Pennick's going to pick up a foul on the loose ball as Nosif secured the rebound and Pennick had her hand in the cookie jar.
And unfortunately, that one kind of a head scratcher. You're feet away from the hoop. Chances are she's not going to make a shot if you give her one.
And that's the team's sixth foul, too. 2 seconds to go. Kazajanski almost with a gift there as the Green Wave fumbled the inbounds pass with 2 seconds to go. And the buzzer sounds before Kazajanski's able to get a shot off. But the Bulldogs hold a 37-21 lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Looking at that third quarter for Bedford, we saw a run right at the beginning of the quarter that was featured. Kate Allard scored 6 in the quarter. Lana McCarthy scored 4 in the quarter. But had a line change with, 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. The pace of the game changed, got a bit more frenetic. And I'll tell you, it's interesting when you look at how the personnel changes. Lila Stein, Ava Dubois come in. Now it becomes more about speed, more about tenacity. And it might be an interesting combination if you need to just throw a jolt of energy into something. It certainly turns the trick.
Sure, absolutely. You look for that spark off the bench, and the energy level is a key attribute of a 6th or 7th player, right? The first and second off the bench. And we see that characteristic from several of these Bedford players. Quick update on stats. Bedford rebounding-wise has 6 offensive boards and 16 defensive rebounds. They're really cleaning up the boards on the defensive side of the ball. Dover has 7 offensive rebounds and 8 defensive rebounds. Steals in favor of Dover. They have 10 to Bedford's 6, but turnovers are also in Dover's favor as they have 6 versus Bedford's 3. The Bedford has started to take care of the basketball quite a bit more. Overall field goals are 16 of 36 for the Bulldogs and 7 of 35 for Dover. The Bulldogs turn it over here, so Harry marked that down. And into the front court, and the three is buried by Julia Rowley.
Seriously.
Saw some daylight, pulled the trigger, and it was good. So three-pointer is good. 37-24 is the Bulldogs' lead as they have another unique 5 folks out on the court. Sydney Grogan's lay-in is no good. Grogan is joined by McCarthy and Allard with Devlin McDonald and Sid Swazo making their 5.
Yeah, these are combinations that may exist, but are certainly ones that we have not seen.
Absolutely not. Nosif has the ball now, looks for cutters. She is joined by Rowley, who just buried that three-pointer. McCoy, who has it now, Kozlowski, and Denning. Nosif down in the corner, left-hand side, near side for us. They find Kozlowski across, but her shot is blocked by McCarthy. McCarthy almost picks up a foul there.
I was just going to say it.
But doesn't. Kozlowski will try to reset. Top of the key, finds some daylight. Three-pointer's no good. Rebound McCarthy. Dish it out to Grogan. Grogan up court. Sid Swazo finds some opening and finds the bottom of the net. 6 points for Swazo on senior night. 39-24, 6.5 to go here in the game. Up top now for McCoy. They find Nosif. A little bit of a weave up top now, Kozlowski. Back to McCoy. Nosif gets her pocket picked by Grogan. Sneaky little player making a sneaky little play. Allard gets whacked as she gets the ball, jump stops, and Nosif's momentum carried her right into Allard, and Nosif's going to pick up her 4th foul.
I thought we were going to get a travel called on that jump stop, but it apparently Nosif got to her prior to that. And I was just thinking, too, how Nosif had played a quarter plus without picking up that 4th foul, but it's the broadcaster's law. The second you think about it, the second it happens.
You speak it into truth too many times,
Yep.
right? So Coach Casey's going to ride out the freshman. Lily Nosif remains in the game with 4 fouls, just under 6 minutes to go. Why not? Coach Gibbs doesn't like what he sees, so he'll take a timeout. 5:47 left to go here in the game. The Bulldogs are ahead 39-24.
This one's been a strange one. Not a whole lot of offense in the first. Dover came out of that first 8 minutes up 10-6, and since then it's pretty much been all Bedford. And Dover's really had a hard time getting it together. In that first period, you had a couple of big shots. Abigail Kozlowski was one, and it looked for a second like the athleticism of Dover might be a big challenge for the Bulldogs to handle, but some of the big bodies for the Bulldogs came in and have done the lion's share of the work for Bedford. McCarthy with 8 now, and Kate Allard with 12.
Chipped in with Sid Suazo has 6, Kazajansky with 4, Lila Steinberry to 3, 2 points by Mumpini and Pennick round out the scoring. Devlin McDonald with the ball down low. Now Grogan, shot from the elbow, no good. Rebound tracked down by Morginos. Deep into the corner for Morginos, she finds McCoy. Lefty dribble, now back to the right. She's guarded closely by Allard. Denning up top now. McCoy tries to go again against Allard, dishes. Now Denning up top to Rowley. They try to reset their offense. McCoy dishes to Denning. They're moving the ball quite well. Nothing really aggressive to the hoop so far, though.
Certainly are.
Nosif on the cut. Her shot no good. Offensive rebound to Rowley. Now Denning from 3, no good. Sid Grogan gets the rebound, rips it away from pressure. Dodges 2 or 3 players, and will pick up the foul on Peyton Denning.
It's always impressive when you look at a player who in stature is the shortest one on the court, but somehow among trees manages to escape with the ball. It just confounds me, and it's got to be confounding Dover's coach, Dan Casey, too.
It's presence.
Awareness.
Awareness, court vision, anticipation. Should we go on? I mean, there's
there
so
are
many
other
things.
nouns we could use.
So many things that contribute to it. And though not scoring, make a huge difference. 4.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. Sid Suazo gets in, gets blocked, and that ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say Lana McCarthy was stepping on the baseline as she tried to save it, so the green wave will take over. Denning finds Morginos, and she walks it up into the front court. Crossover dribble, now looks for her cutter. That is batted away by Sid Grogan. And so the green wave will inbound under their offensive basket.
And this is a game that Bedford leads by 15, and you have to think that if this is one that they emerge victorious in, it will be because of their defense, not because of their offense.
And their defense helps them here as they get a 5-second call on the inbound. Seemed like a quick 5-second call, but I guess I wasn't counting.
I've seen some bizarre counting in the games that I've watched the last few days.
Devlin McDonald down low to McCarthy. Can't get it to go the first time around. She gets her own rebound and puts it back. She is now in double digits with 10. And the Bulldog lead is 41-24. Sid Grogan steps out, and that ball, I don't know how it happened, but it did happen. Found its way to Lily Nosif way down low. She puts it in off the glass. She has 8, and we'll get a timeout.
This is a bizarre sequence where Morginos, I believe, was double teamed up top and basically saw a player out of the corner of her eye and just threw the ball to space. And Nosif was curling to the basket and made the shot, but
it seemed like it just kind of squirted out there. If Morginos actually intended to make that pass, kudos to her. It didn't seem like that's what happened, but great on her if that's what did happen.
I'm not confident that's the case either,
We'll
but
give her credit,
it worked out just fine. I mean, if we were keeping track of such things, she would get an assist.
I guess.
It would make sense. You can't judge intent on an assist. You gave a hockey assist out earlier.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a valid one too, wasn't it?
It was absolutely valid.
Sid Suazo, I think it was the hockey assist.
Hockey assist, yep.
Quick programming update again. Just a reminder for everybody out there in TV and radio land. We will bring you the boys hockey game on Sunday at 3:30 against Hanover, followed by the girls hockey game at 5:30, back-to-back. As you mentioned, Jay Bergeron's going to need a gift basket.
Yep.
And then we will have two...
With cough drops in it, though.
Cough drops,
Paul's
exactly,
lozenges, perhaps, yes.
Something to soothe the throat.
Yes. The dulcet tones of Jason Bergeron.
Dulcet, wow.
Yes.
Look at that word.
It's copious.
Love him. He's been reading Merriam-Webster Word of the Day.
Verisimilitude, yes.
And then we'll have two boys basketball games, one on Monday against Nashua South at 7, and then one on Wednesday at 7 as well against Salem. Sydney Grogan now into the front court. She'll pull the open jumper, no good.
The thing that I wish we had been tracking is Lainey Morginos' rebounds. She's got to be double figures.
You would think so. She has 1 point, but has impacted the game quite a bit for the Green Wave. Grogan finds Allard along the baseline, and she has 14 now on a smooth little J from about 6 feet.
Allard now above her season average.
3 minutes to go here in the game. We're going to get some more substitutions by Coach Gibbs. Great hand in the lane by Sid Suazo, deflects the pass. And Grogan is back into the front court. She'll pull it out. McCarthy kicks back to Grogan. She drives baseline. Her bounce pass along the baseline looking for Devlin McDonald is kicked out of bounds. And we will get 4 substitutions. I thought it was only going to be 3. Sid Suazo will stay in, and then this is that senior lineup that's coming back in to close out the game.
Yep.
2:39 to go here in the game. 43-26. The Bulldogs lead the Green Wave. I bet Coach Gibbs is very pleased that he's able to get this lineup back into the game for some more playing time in the last 2.5 minutes.
Absolutely. It's what you want for these girls, their last home game. You want them to have the experience, and they're going to remember it for a long time.
Pennick fiddles and diddles. We have a stray basketball. I guess one of the kids along the far sideline maybe lost control. So
that is why we can't have nice things.
A little bit of an odd situation here. So nobody ran down to claim it. They probably don't want to suffer the embarrassment of everybody staring at them. Yes. So that's fine. They'll get it after the game. So quick heads up play by the referees. I appreciate that in the name of safety.
Yes.
Kazajansky now dribbles to her right.
It's like a Papa Shot machine.
Her pass down low to Pennick is deflected away. And Morginos comes into the front court. Denning now, her entry pass is a little too far and outside. Ball 2, and Vitko can't catch up to it. Is it out a pass ball or a wild pitch? You're the official scorer.
I don't even know. I was more thinking about blocker.
So Mumpini will bring it up to the front court.
I was actually wondering if Bill Jennings had footage of said ball rolling down, and it turns out that it belongs to one of the young ladies. And one of her friends was kind enough to go and retrieve it for her.
Morginos disrupting that fast break attempt there by this senior squad for the Bulldogs. Kazajansky deep in the corner, drives lefty. 2 steps, can't get it to go off the left hand runner in the lane. Morginos up quick. She finds Rally jacks, no good. Pulled off by Suazo.
Again, another rebound, Morginos.
Yep, and they find Denning up top, who buries the 3. She has 5 points now. 43-29 is the Bedford lead. Just over a minute to go here. Unless we see something highly unusual, the Bulldogs will come away with it as Suazo puts in her 8th point of the game on a back cut along the baseline. 45-29. Baseline drive here is good by Tori Vitko. She has 4. As she stepped around her defender quickly to the left. Morginos still fighting hard, trying to get another turnover on Mumpini. Kazajansky drives to the middle, dishes to Pennick. Panic back to Kazajanski. She'll pull from 3 and it's good. Kazajanski with 7.
That's Kazajanski's time to shoot the 3. 40 seconds in the fourth, and she hit another one.
Great reference to the game the other night against Merrimack as she hit a crucial 3 down the stretch to help establish a 4-point margin that held up. And the seniors are all getting subbed out to a great round of applause from the crowd here. Coach Gibbs and the coaching staff very proud of their seniors as they'll take a seat and they'll close out their senior night with a classy win. 48-31 is the lead right now, 25 seconds to go as Grogan brings it up. She gets around her defender and gets fouled on the way to the hoop. They're going to call it on the floor. I believe that'll be Elsie Gregorakos or Gregorakos. How would you say that last name?
I think you had it right the second time, Gregorakos.
Gregorakos? Okay.
All I ever do is heckle Nick Stavropoulos for the fact that every road gym we play in, they manage to pronounce Stavropoulos wrong. Inserting extra vowels, consonants,
wow.
Stavropoulos.
Do you think that's not the case with any Munster Tiger playing?
Well,
or
that's easy, that's phonetic.
Under 10 seconds to go here in the game. Vitko dribbles to the free throw line. Jacks went up, no good. McCarthy will clean up the board.
Just for why not?
Just to round out the stats. But it is not an impact, a material impact on the game as the Bulldogs come away with a 48-31 victory.